Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. This is your daily show. I'm your host Khalid Moeedi. This is the show where we talk about all the major talking points in South African cricket. Welcome to the show today. We're going to be talking about quite a few things, mainly the under 19s making the big step into semi-pro cricket, as well as the return of Quinton de Kock and the 4-day fixtures that are happening starting tomorrow. But before we get going and before we get started, don't forget to obviously subscribe to this channel. Click that notification bell for all future videos as well. Smash that like button, of course. You know what you have to do with regards to that. Hello to everybody in the comment section. Welcome to the show once again. So as you know that the 4-day competition will start again tomorrow, and it's going to be an interesting one because the televised game is going to be the massive Jessica derby between Titans and the Lions, and we're going to be seeing a massive rivalry take place, as well as a lot of talent on display. We'll be able to see Quinton de Kock back, Kagiso Rabada in the Lions. I hope he's going to be available to start. We're going to see Proteas players take on Proteas players. Lungingiri will be back according to some fluttering around the grounds, etc. There's been a lot of talk about having a nail-biting clash going into this match. It's going to be something very special. Obviously, Aiden Markram. Imagine watching Aiden take on Kagiso Rabada. That's going to be something that's going to be excellent to see on a decent pitch as well. So it's going to be an interesting clash over there. I'm going to have to wait and see what happens in that one, of course. 4-day cricket on your TV screens and such a massive clash with so many stars. A very good advert for South African cricket to the rest of the world, because we know that some countries around the world are also going to be broadcasting it. So I think India will be as well. So there are streams available in other parts of the country where you can watch the game as well. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. We also have the Dolphins taking on the Warriors. So that's another clash where we're going to see some Proteas and some up-and-coming Proteas clash against each other as well. And then we've got the Knights and the Cape Cobras down in Cape Town, which I will be attending myself. So I'm going to be able to see Reinhard van Tonde in the flesh bat in the 4-day competition. The last time the Knights were here, I didn't get to see Reinhard bat. He didn't bat in that particular match. He didn't play in that particular match when he was here. The other times he wasn't available to play. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to obviously also get to see Michael Pretorius play, and that's always good to see a guy like him bowling in overcast conditions, because it's obviously going to be overcast conditions dependable on who gets to bat first and bowl first after the toss is won, etc. So we haven't. The squads haven't been released, so that is interesting. We're going to have to wait and see for that. And we're also waiting for the Proteas squad, waiting for that to be released, which we're hoping to happen this week sometime. I think maybe after the 4-day competition, maybe on Friday, they will release it. We'll have to wait and see for that. And yeah. So we obviously got the 4-day competition happening, and I want to know who you guys are excited to see and who you guys are excited to see play in this particular match. It will be very interesting to see what takes place over there. I just want to know, Dex, where you saw that Grant Rulofson won't be available for the match. He has been playing in all the other ones, in all the other games. So it will be quite surprising unless he's injured for that particular game. Now, we also know that the Women's League has also started. It will kick off on Wednesday. The game was postponed, moved from Tuesday to Wednesday. So the start of the women's tournament, we will try to get representation there as well, because it's very interesting to see that pool take place. We're going to obviously see the likes of Western Province play. We have a lot of star-studded players in their side. So very interesting to see the amount of cricket that's been going to be happening this week. We know that school cricket has returned. We've got some club games and that have also been going. South African Legends games. We obviously have the international games, England and India, going on as well. Then we're going to have to see the ODI between the women and the final ODI. Hopefully some new players will get an opportunity, the likes of Faith Tanuklov, who's a friend of this channel as well. Hopefully she gets an opportunity in the final ODI against India in India. So that's very interesting to see. Then, of course, we know that the semi-pro stuff has been ongoing. But this particular pool is something that I'm very excited about. Now, why I'm so excited is because it's the S under 19 team that will be a part of this pool, Pool C. Now, they'll be taking on Northerns and they'll be taking on Northern Cape. So it's going to be very interesting to see this particular matches unfold, because it's the first time that we're seeing an under 19 team take part in semi-pro cricket. So they don't get to play a lot of 3-day cricket at all. You don't play 3-day cricket when you're at that age and in school level. So we be able to see something extraordinary over here for the SA Under-19s to do this. A very bold move by Graham Smith and Shukri Conrad and the people and the brain stuffs involved with this decision, because I think this is exactly what our SA Under-19 kids or our school kids need. The opportunity to play the longer format, even if it is just 3-day cricket. I would have liked to see 4-day cricket, of course, but good to see that it's 3-day cricket and see what they are capable of. It's also a good opportunity for the 50-over game for them to they'll also play some 50-over games, I assume, and they will be able to prepare themselves for the World Cup. So that's what's going to be happening there. But I have a little clip for you, or a little audio file for you from Shukri Conrad, who spoke about this opportunity for his team. So this is what he had to say.
Of the week and playing competitive cricket, I think it's hugely important for us this week. Obviously it's the first time that the South African Under-19 side is able to get together and play as a unit. This is really the starting of the first little building block in the process towards the World Cup next year. But obviously one doesn't want to take too short-term a view of this. So you obviously not need to start identifying some of the players. And the competitive edge that this tournament brings is great. I think the potential for growth is immense because they'll be playing against men's seasoned players. And I think that is going to be valuable for our under-19 boys to grow up quickly, to be able to see how it's done and what the real cricket world is about. So about playing against experienced players, I think it's going to be invaluable experience that they're going to gain over the next couple of weeks. Preparations have been okay. We obviously had the Cubs week early in January, and then they went back to their schools. They've been playing a little bit of school cricket. Not all the schools have been playing, obviously. And some of the boys that are at tertiary institutions have started practicing. So it was really individualized training. We just kept monitoring it. And then when we got together a day or two before at the HBC, just to get the ball rolling in terms of their prep for this week, specialized preparation for both the 3-day format, which is a new format to them, and then also some prep for 1-day cricket. So I'm happy with the preparation. And whilst it's important that we want to do well this week, it's not only about the outcomes of this week. It's really, like I mentioned in the previous comment, a longer term view that we're taking on this. So prep, I'm reasonably happy, and we had a really good day yesterday. Slightly easier day tomorrow today before our first 3-day game tomorrow. So I might have answered this in the first question, but just the time spent with our coaching staff is great. I'm getting to know these boys now. We obviously know what their potential is about, but we obviously want to get to know them as characters as well, and which is a critical thing for me. Talent we've got to burn, but it's about shaping and molding this talent now. And this is the great thing about this couple of weeks. We, as a coaching staff, myself, Sia, Neil Mack, Krier, and Rory have got an opportunity to really mold some of these younger boys into potentially where we want to take them, you know. So the experience is going to be valuable, and the time spent, the learnings that they're going to take out of this week, both from our conversations and also them learning on the job by playing really good cricket. So yeah, that for me is what I'm hoping to gain from this week, that these boys would have come on in leaps and bounds over this next couple of weeks. Yeah, the bigger picture is obviously South African cricket before it is even a World Cup. But I'd be foolish to not mention that the next year's World Cup is important. We want to dispel the notion that you can't develop and win at the same time. So, but the developmental aspect is a lot more than important than the winning. But I've always held the notion that you can develop and win at the same time. So the bigger picture is really ensuring that we get these boys on the right track and prepping them for first-class cricket down the line. But yes, it's about putting the building blocks in place for that World Cup next year. So this is the first step in putting that together. And we'll obviously build on from this week. We'll have a few more camps, obviously certain identified players. Other identified players will then come into the mix as well, and then that process really gets traction once this week is finished. So, really, I think I cannot thank CSA enough for the vision in including us in this week, in this couple of weeks, because I think as an SA under-19 side, we've been crying out for this type of thing, playing against grown-ups, toughening them up, hardening them up as cricketers. And then obviously their skill sets being improved as well.
So very important points made over there, and I think they're all very valid from Shukri over there. Excellent to see that happening, because I've always spoken about them toughening up. Now, I think Shukri has also spoken to me in an exclusive interview on this channel about that, giving guys the opportunity to be able to read conditions, learn how to do that, and how crucial that is, because I think your style of play that you play is based on what conditions you read. The ability to be able to change up to according to the conditions that are presented to you is very important. And if these guys are going to be getting this exposure at such a young age, I hope they do this going forward in some sort of way. What would be extraordinary for me is if they do this for the new structure and for the knockout T20 competition that they're talking about, where it's almost like an FA Cup version for cricket. They should add the under-19s into the mix as well. I think that would be an excellent opportunity for them, and it will be an excellent move forward and to strengthen South African cricket, because then you're prepping these guys for the likes of the Titans, the Cobras, and for next season, obviously, for the big provinces in the top 8. So I'm really excited to see that, because then also you'll get an opportunity to be signed by some Mzansi Super League team. That could also be a game-changing opportunity for some of these guys if they get those opportunities. So I'm really excited to be able to see what happens there. I'm hoping the games will be shown on SuperSport, not on SuperSport, on Pitch Vision, so that I can see some of it at least, because we're not going to be able to see it because we're not going to be in Kimberley, but we will be able to hear about it, keep up to date with regards to the scorecards, etc. So we can keep up to date on who's performing and who's not performing in that particular games. This was the most exciting part about the semi-pro division for me, was the under-19s playing against the likes of Northerns and Northern Cape in semi-difficult conditions as well in Kimberley. So I'm excited to see that, and I hope that it goes well for the under-19s, and good luck for that. And I hope that Shukri gets whatever he's looking for out of this particular tournament. But guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this particular video and that you enjoy the cricket this week. I hope there's a lot to talk about tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, so that we can have an awesome Friday questionnaire session where you guys get to answer me anything. So please do get involved in those particular sessions. They are streamed on both Facebook and on YouTube, so don't forget to get involved with that. If you guys do have a business, you're looking to make sales online, or you know anybody that has a business looking to make sales online, even if your business is offline, get in touch with us. We'll try to help you out over there and guide you to get more sales and guide you to get more customers, etc. down the line. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to obviously smash the like button. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of those things. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. The link is on the screen and in the description. Go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your updates. We give you regular articles. On this particular, a good article for you guys to read today is obviously the article that was written by one of our writers about Kyle Verreynne. He infuses his own love for sport in football and speaks about, even though he's not a Liverpool supporter, spoke about Jurgen Klopp's statement that he made. There's a particular statement that he made after beating Barcelona in the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League. He spoke about his particular team, and he's saying that the type of player that Klopp said his players were, he's saying that Calvert-Lewin is that type of player, a strong-minded player. So just go and check that article out. It's a really good piece to read. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another daily show. Take care, and I hope you have an amazing evening.